Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Solano College Sports Network. We're here at beautiful Fairfield, California, Solano Community College for a Bay Valley Conference softball matchup between your Solano Falcons and the Napa Valley Storm. I'm Stash Moina. Joining the booth with me today is Bella Fellafini. Bella, tell us about the match last time these two teams matched up.
Well, the last time these two teams saw each other, Solano swept them in the series.
So Solano looking to do the same today. Solano is on top of the BV standing at 12-0, and Napa right on their heels at 9-3. We're going to go into the national anthem, and we'll be back with first pitch after this. So as we were saying before the national anthem, Solano is on top of that BVC with a 12-0 record. Napa on the heels at 9-3, and both these teams have been tearing the cover off the ball the past during conference play. Solano comes in with a 25-7 overall record. Napa 20-10. So this should be a good matchup here today. Bella, who should we look for Solano to really step up in this game and hopefully get them the victory?
Denali Smith, I mean, she's been doing a really great job lately, and if she just stays focused pitching the ball, Solano's got the win.
Yeah, on the other side of the ball, Olivia Henderson is batting a .622 in conference play for Napa with a .660 on-base percentage, .536 average overall on the year. That's good for 11th in the state. And on the other side, Solano, Nay White named the Player of the Week in all of California for last week, as she leads all of California with a .593 batting average. So it's going to be a good slugging matchup here today. And now let's go down Napa's starting lineup. Leading off is going to be Monique Loafia Carter in center field, followed by Jasmine Washington, the shortstop. Olivia Henderson over at third base. Audrey Samich at first base. Bailey Murphy behind the plate. Michaela Voschel out in left field. Jenna Pesio playing pitcher today. Jordan Sampson in right field. And Tierney Bates at second base. So that's the 1 through 9 for the Napa Valley Storm. And the way Solano lines up on defense, we have Denali Smith out on the mound, Steph Cello behind the plate in the squat, Jade Backtad at first, Brittany Jacobson in second base, Elena Benapayo at short, Jasmine Hornsby Edwards at third, Danny MG in left, Nay White in center, and Kristen Bayardo out in right field. So first pitch just underway here. Looks like both teams are set. First pitch is a ball. First pitch, 104. So that's something you don't like to see. He's coming out and throwing a ball first pitch.
Getting him out of the way early.
She comes back with the strike there. Count goes to 1-1. Denali Smith has a 2.12 ERA on the year, 10-5 overall record. She's 5-0 in conference play with a 1.36 ERA and 14 strikeouts. That ball's low. Count goes to 2-1. So like you said, Bella, going to need a big game from Denali Smith here to keep these hot-hitting Napa Storm off the bases. As a team, they're batting a .371 on the year. That pitch outside, ball 3.
And leadoff hitter Monique, she's batting a .322 overall.
Yeah, with that 402 on base percentage, you can see why she's at the top of the lineup. And that pitch is outside, so it's a leadoff walk to Monique Loafea Carter. Now it's going to bring up Jasmine Washington.
Like I said, just building up that on base percentage right there.
Jasmine Washington is definitely having herself a very nice year. 449 batting average. Going to drop it down. Runner on the move. The throw is there. Good, strong throw from Steph Cello, but they cannot get the speedy Monique Loafea Carter. And that is her 24th stolen base on the year. She leads her team, and that's 12th in conference play. This one's hit right up the middle, right to Nay White. And they're going to hold her up at third. Good, strong throw there by Nay White. So Jasmine Washington with the no-out single. First and third now brings up Olivia Henderson, the best hitter on this Napa Valley Storm team.
Batting a .536 overall. Wow.
Wow. 622 in conference play. As we said before, she is having herself a great year. This is the person you want up at the plate. She has 40 RBIs on the year. Leads her team. First pitch on the inside corner. Count goes 0-1. You know, with no outs here, first and third, what type of pitch would you want Denali to throw right here?
Probably outside looking right there.
You called it as it was coming in. She's working quickly today. So the count goes 1-1. That ball low and inside, ball 2. It's a little different. Henderson here kind of starts their hands out in front of the plate, then brings them back. Is that just a timing mechanism, you think?
Yeah, here at Solano, we do that. It's called power slapping.
This one's hit. Jacobson can't get it, so 1 run will come in. And Olivia Henderson has the first RBI of the game.
And that's what it's used for.
So Napa gets on the board first here early, the top of the first inning. Audrey Samich coming up to the plate now.
Audrey's also having a great year, 374 overall.
First pitch is in there, strike call. Count goes 0-1. And she's also using that same little hands-out method and bringing them back.
Yeah, it really just helps you time and see the ball the whole way coming through. So, I mean, that's why they're getting hits.
That strike is called on the outside corner. Count goes to 0-2. So the first time Denali Smith has been ahead of a hitter. She has a lot of pitches to work with now. So now the 0-2. Strikeout would be huge right here for the Falcons. This one's chopped. Denali fields it. Just flips it over to 1 to get out number 1. But Samich gets the job done, advances the runners, and now it's going to bring up Bailey Murphy.
Bailey Murphy also having a really great year, 341, on base percentage of a 420.
Wow. So this Napa team knows how to hit the ball. First pitch high and outside, ball 1. Yeah, they come in with that 371 average, 439 on base, and 489 slugging percentage as a team with 244 runs. 119 in conference play. That's good enough for 4th in conference. Oh, this one's ripped out into right center field. Nay White going over, makes a great grab. Throws to the second, double play. What a grab by Nay White to save a couple runs. So Napa gets 1, and we're heading to the bottom of the first.
My name is Anjanae White. I'm a freshman center fielder, and thank you for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Bottom of the first inning, Napa leads 1-0. Elena Benapayo, Danny MG, and Steph Cello, the 1-2-3 hitters, due up in this inning for the Solano Falcons. First pitch is high, ball one. Jenna Pesio on the mound today for the Napa Valley Storm. She comes in with a 11-4 record, 2.32 ERA, 5-2 in conference play with an even 3 ERA during this conference play. This one's hit right to the second baseman off Bates, and Bates cannot field it. Hot shot. Benapayo is on with the leadoff single. Tierney Bates just had a hard time there. That was a hot chopper.
Yeah, maybe wasn't ready for Elena Benapayo right there.
She wasn't ready. So now it brings up Danny MG. And MG's been battling a little bit of an injury this past couple games.
Oh, yeah, the quads.
Nice to see her back in the lineup. Ball outside. Count goes to 1-0. And keep an eye on Elena Benapayo as she has 13 stolen bases on the year so far. Has not been thrown out yet.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially with Napa playing Danny MG in.
Mm-hmm. Drops it down and just rolls foul. So the count goes to 1-1. Good idea there. But Olivia Henderson's playing way up the line. So Bailey Murphy behind the plate. Audrey Mitch at first. Tierney Bates at second. Jasmine Washington at short. Olivia Henderson at third. Michaela Voschel left field. Monique Loafea Carter in center. And Jordan Sampson. That's the way the lineup. Bunt is down, and it's a good bunt. Throw down the first, and they get out number one. MG gets the job done, though, as Benapayo makes her way over to second base. Now it's going to bring up Steph Cello.
Stephanie Cello, 459 average overall. Wow.
Wow, 34 RBIs so far on the year. Trying to catch Brittany Jacobson with the team lead of 42. Great RBI chance right now. First pitch called on the inside corner. Count goes to 0-1. A little bit of a curveball there.
I saw it kind of dropping in a little bit. That was a tough one. I'd say good take.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to hit her elbow.
Yeah.
So that was just a good pitch. That pitch is outside, ball one. Pesio having a hard time getting that heater in so far in this game. And that pitch is inside, ball two. Count goes 2-1.
She loves that inside corner so far.
Yeah, even though Steph Cello's batting average on the year is impressive, how about the 536 conference play batting average?
Wow.
She rips this one right up the middle. So that's going to be a base hit. They're going to wave Benapayo home. It's going to be a close play, and Benapayo safe at home. Cello to second base, and she is safe at second. So Solano gets that one back. We're tied at ones. Steph Cello just adding up that RBI count. Now it brings up Nay White, the California Player of the Week for last week, and leads all of California with that 593 batting average.
Hey, not to mention in conference with a 742.
Wow. 7 out of 10, that's more. That ball is low and inside, ball one. That's almost 8 hits out of 10. I mean, that's right in between, like 7.5. That is outstanding play. Nate White definitely in the running for probably Northern California Player of the Year, honors that Elena Benapayo had last year.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't even doubt all California.
Oh, and this one's ripped right past the shortstop. They're going to wave Cello home. If there's a good cut, this could be trouble, and she's in safely. So another big hit by Nay White, and that is an RBI for her.
Man, if only Napa had that throw online. If it was online, they might have had her, but throw like that, it's going to be safe all day.
Well, great job by Pearson Bloom over there, just trusting in her the speed of Cello to get home and, put the pressure on the defense. Michaela Voschel came up, like you said, the throw was off the line there. But if it's there, she's out by a mile.
Exactly.
So now it brings up Alicia Selden. First pitch to Alicia's on the inside corner, strike one.
I guess you got to risk it to get the biscuit, right? Alicia also had a great year, 460.
Wow.
460.
That pitch is high. Ball 1, 460 on the year. I mean, Solano comes in as a team with a 405 average. I mean, that is good for third in the state of California.
Wow.
With that team average and first in conference here in the BVC. She rips this one down the left field line. Foul. The count goes to 1-2. Yeah, not only Solano is second in the state in runs scored, second in conference play, third in the state in on-base percentage, and second in conference, and fourth in the state in slugging percentage, and that is, they're having one heck of a season here. This one's popped up in the infield. Could be trouble. Pescio makes the grab for out number 2. So now it's going to bring up Solano's RBI leader, Brittany Jacobson. Yeah, she is fourth in the state with those 42 RBIs right now.
That's a lot of RBIs. 42.
She lifts this one into left center field. That ball is going to get down. They're going to wave Nay White home, and that's going to give Brittany Jacobson her 43rd RBI on the year. So just base hits, base hits, base hits. Good base running, and Solano now has a 3-1 lead. With the Jade Backtad coming up.
Even 400 batting average.
And that's what you like to see, you know, Backtad batting in the 7th hole and she's batting 400. Mm-hmm. What does that say to opposing teams? I mean, that's a huge threat. Oh, and that hit her right in the back, and I could hear that one from back here. That one hurt.
Just building that 507 on-base percentage, though. Nothing's wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. I mean, that hit her square in the numbers, right in between the shoulder blades. Those ones sting. Think the laces are going to be showing tomorrow? That was...
Man.
Made
Probably going to see full ball.
So Kristen Bayardo stepping up to the plate now, first and second, 2 outs. High, ball 1. So the 1-0 to Bayardo. Low went outside, ball 2. So it kind of seems Jenna Pescio a little bit rallied here in the bottom of the first.
I mean, you're talking about how the 7-hitter has a 400 average. I mean, 8-hitter has a 397.
Wow. And when you're getting that type of production from the bottom part of your lineup, I mean, that's why Solano is so deadly so far this year. And, you know, Solano is ranked 7th in the state in Northern California and 13th in the state. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Kristen Bayardo. So now it's coming bases loaded for Jasmine Hornsby Edwards. And we have a time called, as it looks like pitching coach Robert Maglione is going to go out and talk to his pitcher here and just try to calm her down. Solano up 3-1, bases loaded. What have you seen so far that you like from the Solano team?
I mean, so far they're just hitting the ball, you know, being aggressive, just taking those extra bases. I mean, if you keep doing that, you're going to keep scoring.
Absolutely. You know, Solano comes in riding a 2-game win streak. They had a pretty substantial win streak going. They lost to Solano College 7-4 last Saturday. Non-conference play, so that's why they still stand at 12-0. But Jasmine Hornsby Edwards coming up, the 9-hitter. Batting a 293.
The 286 on the conference play.
So 9-hitter flirting with the 300 mark also. First pitch inside, ball 1. So that's 5 straight balls from Jenna Pescio. She has to find a strike here. And that pitch is high, ball 2. You know, nowhere to put Hornsby Edwards here. You got to come down with a strike, but that's 6 straight balls. Are you swinging at this pitch?
If it's the pitch, I'm swinging.
That pitch on the inside corner count goes to 2-1, so a good take there by Hornsby Edwards.
Yeah, 2-0 count, that's a hitter's count.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to wait for yours.
She lifts this one into center field, kind of a blooper, and Bates makes the catch for out number 3. Solano gets the job done. They take a 3-1 lead heading to the top of the second. Top of the second inning, Solano leads 3-1 with the 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up for the Napa Valley Storm. First pitch. In there, strike called to Michaela Vauchel. It's going to be Vauchel, Pesio, and Sampson coming up. This one's fouled straight back, so a quick 0-2 count to Michaela Vauchel.
Yeah, Solon's going to be on their toes right now. Vauchel batting a .398 on the season. That's pretty good.
Yeah, this Napa team can't hit the ball. You know, they got one at the top of the first inning. They came back with that great double play by Nate White, diving play, threw to second base, doubled him up. Really took away that rally that Napa had going, which could have added on 2 more runs there, but did not.
Didn't just take it away, man. She killed it.
Yeah.
That's a play.
Definitely a play we're going to be seeing in our highlight reel. So the count 1-2 to Vauchel. This one's hit. Hornsby Edwards feels it, throws it over to first for out number 1. Textbook play.
That was smooth.
Yeah, I thought she might have, range it to her left. Thought she'd be a little hesitant to get, but
Yeah, no effort.
No, not at all. So now it's going to bring up Jenna Pesio, the pitcher for today. Let's see if she can help herself out here.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. 366.
First pitch in there. Strike call. Count goes 0-1. I mean, when you look down both rosters, I mean, you see 400s, you see 500s, a lot of 300 batting averages. I mean, both these teams can bang the ball around. That pitch is high. Count goes 1-1.
I mean, these are overall averages, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they've played some really great teams. Really great pitching.
Yeah, both teams playing over 30 games so far on the season. I mean, these averages are ridiculous. She fouls this one back, so the count goes 1-2. So Alaska, Denali Smith has a lot of pitches to work with here. Let's see if she comes back and tries to get the put out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. For the second out of the inning. First strikeout of the day for Denali Smith. Now it's going to bring up Jordan Sampson, the second baseman.
Jordan Sampson swinging a .282 on the season, but with .391 on base percentage.
Yeah, in conference play, she's really been turning it on with that 400 average. First pitch on the outside corner, count goes 0-1. So 2 outs. Denali Smith, got a 2-run lead, and she's just pounding that strike zone now. Foul tip. Count goes 0-2.
Denali's really putting them where she wants them this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the setting.
So now the 0-2. High outside. Ball 1. Count goes 1-2.
Good 0-2 pitch. Trying to make her chase for that.
So 1-2 once again. Strike 3. So 3 up, 3 down, and we're heading to the bottom of the second, 3-1 Solano. Bottom of the second, Solano leads 3-1, and Elena Benapayo starting off this inning once again as Solano batted 9 in the bottom of the first. That first pitch to her is a low, ball 1. Very similar to her first at-bat. Took the first pitch, then ripped one right at the second baseman, Bates, so it was a hot shot. She couldn't handle it. So now the 0-1. That pitch is low and outside in the dirt. Count goes 2-0. Benapayo already 1 for 1 today at the scoring run.
You know, I don't particularly agree with Napa's defense for Benapayo right here.
The count goes 3-0, right?
Oh, they're playing her super in. I mean, man, that's a power slapper.
Yeah,
you
know,
see one.
Benapayo already has 2 home runs on the year, 7 triples, 5 doubles. She can find the gaps, and you're playing her up. That 3-0 pitch is in there. Count goes to 3-1.
I mean, just from her hit in the first inning, 8 second baseman up right there.
She floats this one into left field. Going over is Washington, and she makes the catch for out number 1. So that just jammed Benapayo right there. I mean, I thought that might have get down with the infield playing in, but a lot of loft under it.
Yeah. Not the best example for my.
So now it brings up Danny Emge. 0 for 0 today. She had a sacrifice bunt in that first inning. Danny swings at the first pitch, fouls it back. Count goes 0-1. So now the 0-1. This one's ripped down the left field line, but foul. So Danny just behind a couple of these pitchers here, trying to go the opposite field.
Showing a lot of power.
She squares one up. The way this wind's blowing, she might be able to find a gap. The wind kind of blowing out towards right field. Pitch is outside, ball 1.
That's a beautiful 0-2 pitch.
Mm-hmm. Just missed outside. So now the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Looked like a little bit of a check swing there. She just couldn't hold it back. So that's out number 2. Now it's going to bring up Steph Cello.
That's the pitcher's job and make her want it, you know? And that was another beautiful pitch, just like the first one.
Yeah, seems like Pesio starting to dial it in now. Cello 1 for 1 on the day with an RBI. And scored a run. This one's ripped into left field. Just happens to be right at Voshell. So 3 up, 3 down, and we're heading to the top of the 3rd.
Denali Smith, freshman pitcher. Thanks for watching Solano College Sports Network.
Top of the 3rd inning now. The 9-1-2 hitters coming up for the Napa Valley Storm. Solano leads 3-1. You're tuned in to the Solano College Sports Network, your home for Solano sports. And what a quick second inning that was, Bella.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
On both sides. So it seems like both pitchers are starting to settle in now. So Tierney Bates coming up for her first at-bat of the day. This one's hit right back at Alaska. She picks it up, throws it over to first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's the way you like to start an inning. Didn't even have time to get her batting average out.
Didn't have any time.
Now stepping to the plate is Monique Loafea Carter. She walked back in the first inning, scored a run, stole a base. First pitch in there, strike called. Count goes 0-1. That pitch is inside, ball 1. So count goes to 1-1. And now with that walk back in the first inning actually gives her the team lead with 11 walks on the year. So she does know how to take pitches. She's a very smart player. Hitter, I should say. This one's hit. Jasmine Hornsby Edwards makes the grab and throws to first. She's making these tough plays look easy, Bella.
No effort. That's the same exact play as earlier. Wow.
She just kind of sticking her glove out there and just happens to find it. I mean, man.
It's like, oh, okay, routine.
Jasmine Washington now coming to plate, 1 for 1 today. Had a single back in the first inning. That pitch is high, ball 1. Yeah, she took a good high inside pitch and just hit it right back up the middle. So I'd like to see Denali Smith maybe try to work her away in this at-bat. This one's popped up. Looks like it's going into foul territory. Man, Landon Benapayo showing off some speed. Almost got over there.
Man, I was expecting to see another Nay White play. Dive in action.
So now the count is 1-1, 2 outs, top of the third inning. Just a bit outside, ball 2. You know, these 2 games are very crucial to both these teams as Napa trails Solano by 3 games in conference play. If Solano can happen to take both these games, they can put that up to 5. And after these 2 games, Napa only has 6 more conference games left. This one's chopped. Alaska makes a play, throws it to first. And she's out at first base. Just gets her for out number 3. So once again, 3 up, 3 down, heading to the bottom of the third. Three to one, Solano here in the bottom of the third inning. 4-5-6 coming up. Nay White leading off this inning. First pitch, Nay White's high and outside ball 1. 1 for 1 today with an RBI single and a scored run. She just keeps making that average climb higher and higher. She's approaching that 600 mark.
Ow.
She jumps, oh, it drops it down. It's a foul ball. So the count goes to 1-1.
She has a good day today. I wouldn't doubt 600.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, playing 2 games. This is game 1 of the doubleheader. So now the count 1-1 to Nay White. This one's hit right in the 5.5 hole. Nay White showing off the wheels, and she is safe at first with another hit. So that's her second hit of the ball game. I mean, Jasmine Washington ranging over to her right, just stopped the ball from going in the outfield, but she knew she had no hope of getting Nay White. Nay White very speedy. Now it's going to bring up Alicia Selden. She flew out to the pitcher in her first at-bat, just behind the mound. First pitch, low, ball one. In this situation right here, Bella, what would you like to see Alicia do?
I mean, Alicia's a hitter. She's a DH for a reason, you know? She's going to be hitting that ball.
Try to find a gap, get Nay White home from first.
Definitely. At least move the runner somewhere.
That pitch in there on the outside corner. Count goes to 1-1.
I mean, Alicia's got to be thinking, move the runner, move the runner. You got Brittany Jacobson right behind her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to get a runner in scoring position for the... Oh, she drops it down. Beautiful bump, but it stays in the box. But look at Nay White. She was always rounding second base. She was going to go first or third on that play. I like that play right there. Good call.
Oh, yeah. Looked like she was going. Looked like maybe a bunt and run right there.
See if Napa was on. If that goes fair, you know, Napa would probably go down to first and make sure the out. And by the time that happened, Nay White would have been standing on third base.
Oh, yeah.
So now it's 1-2 to Alicia Selden. That's high and outside, ball two. So good take there by Selden.
I mean, it's rare on a bunt that you're going to see someone going two, you know.
But if you have the wheels like Nay White, might as well try it. That is outside, ball three. So good at-bat here by Alicia Selden to work the count full. You know, as the saying goes, you got to win every inning. How many runs do you need to win a game? More. This was lifted high in the center field. Lofea Carter grabs it for out number one. Man, Selden really gave it a ride. It seemed like the wind kind of knocked it down. I was got up in that jet stream.
Gotta love that Fairfield win.
Now coming to the plate, Brittany Jacobson, 1 for 1 today with an RBI. As we said before, she's fourth in the state of California with now 43 RBIs on the year.
Looking for 44?
Oh, way outside, ball one.
Looked like Nate was ready to go.
Yeah.
That was a huge jump.
She was about halfway down the line. Jacobson already has 7 home runs on the year. That's good for the team lead. Going to drop it down. Runner on the move. Nay White head first slide, and she's in there safely. So now the count goes to 2-0. Good take by Brittany Jacobson there. And what a jump by Nay White.
That's 11 stolen bases.
Wow.
On the year. Right behind Elena Betapile.
So now 2-0 to Jacobson. This one's hit in the left field, and what a grab by Washington. And they're going to double up White at second base. So Washington flashing the leather. And no runs come in to score. We're heading to the top of the fourth.
Kristen Payne, sophomore, right field. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
top of the fourth inning. In between the inning, Bella over here is giving Steph Cello some catching advice, a former Solano Falcon catcher sitting in here at the booth with me. So we have the 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for the Storm. Leading off is Olivia Henderson, 1 for 1 today. First pitch is in there, strike call at 0-1. She has the lone RBI for the Storm today. Probably the best hitter on this Napa team as well.
Definitely, definitely.
She fouls this one back. Count goes 0-2.
0-2 count. Alaska is really starting this inning off right.
Yeah, she's just following the trend she had the past couple innings, just attacking the hitters and not afraid to go right at them. She bounces one into the dirt, so the count goes 1-2.
You know, I did just get some new information, though. Last year's, our shortstop, Brittany Taglieri, actually is the one who brought Alaska in.
Really?
Yeah, who introduced her to Coach Bloom.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
So good job, Brittany, by
Yeah, thank
recruiting.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Denali Smith, a.k.a. Alaska, having herself a very nice year here. Freshman campaign for the Solano Falcons. She's been huge for the team so far this year, the ace of the staff. This one's chopped, and it's going to be foul. So the count will stay at 2-2. Henderson so far in this at-bat hasn't really been able to square up a ball quite yet, so good job by Denali Smith by mixing her pitches and movement. And once again, fouls his back, so the count stays at 2-2.
I mean, each at-bat is a battle. You know, you got to win the at-bat.
Mm-hmm.
If she's throwing strikes that you don't particularly like, foul it off and wait for yours.
So the 2-2 once again. This one's chopped. Jacobson coming up, fields it, throws it over to first for out number 1. So good job by Denali to winning that battle right there. Threw a lot of pitches and got the out. That's what you like to see from your starting pitcher. So now the first baseman, Audrey Samich, coming up to the plate. 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to the Denali Smith in the first inning. First pitch in there, strike call at 0-1. I really like the way Alaska is just attacking the hitters, getting that first pitch strike.
I mean, that's all you can get. You got to have that mentality, first pitch strike all the time.
This one's hit right to Jacobson. Jacobson fields it, throws it over to first for out number 2. Hey, when you trust in your defense, you get ground balls, fly balls.
Mm-hmm.
The rest will take care of itself. Keep that pitch count low.
So far, looking like another quick inning.
Yeah. So now Bailey Murphy, in her first at-bat, she hit that liner that was trailing away in right center field where Nade White made a spectacular play and doubled up Henderson on second base. So Murphy seeing the ball well today. Got robbed of a hit. First pitch to her is high, ball 1. Now the 1-0. This one's lofted into right field. Bayardo coming in. She makes the grab for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning, and we're heading to the bottom of the 4th.
Hi, my name is Stephanie Cello. I'm a freshman catcher. Thank you for watching the Solano College Sports Network.
Bottom of the fourth inning, Solano still leads 3-1. The 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up to the plate. Jade Backtad coming up for her second at-bat. She was hit on the very first pitch she saw.
Also looks like they have a pitcher change right now. Looks like left field. Like,
is it Vachelle? First pitch in there, strike called.
Jordan Sampson is going in to pitch, and Jenna Pesio moved to right field.
Dropping it down and low and away, ball 1. So Sampson moves to pitcher, Pesio moves right, so just a straight shift. Just right field for pitcher. So now the 1-1. This one's lifted into left field, and that's going to get down for Jade Backtad's first hit of the ballgame.
Finally got something past Jasmine Washington over there.
So that's a leadoff single for Jade Backtad, and Solano's in business now with Kristen Bayardo coming up to the plate. She's seen a total of 4 pitches today in her first at-bat, and they were all balls, so she's 0 for 0 today. Drops it down in front of the plate, and it's in foul territory, so the count goes 0-1.
If that bounced a little bit more fair, that's like a dream play for a catcher. I'm telling you.
So now the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. A high heat caught Kristen Bayardo swing on the bat. So final stat line for Jenna Pesio is 3 innings pitched, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs on the ballgame. You know, outside that first inning, she really put this. Oh, this one's lifted into left field. Shallow. Washington can't get it, but a great effort there. That just kept tailing and tailing away from Jasmine Washington, trying to make another spectacular play. Now here, runners on first and second, nobody out. Jasmine Hornsby Edwards coming to the plate. Is this a bunting play? Bunting situation here, Bella?
I would definitely expect a bunt.
She drops it down, and it is a great bunt. And Jasmine Hornsby Edwards gets the job done, advances a runner, so she'll get a lot of high fives in the dugout there. Now it's going to bring up Alana Benapayo. Alana 1 for 2 today with a single scored run, and she flew out to the shortstop Washington in the second inning. One of those plays where she was ranging to her right, you thought might get down, a little bit of a bleeder. She looks at the first pitch, strike. Count goes 0-1.
Perfect RBI play for Elena.
Ooh, pitch strike is called. Count goes to 0-2. That was just a good pitch there from Sampson. As Benapayo wanted nothing to do with it now, 0-2. She swings at this pitch, fights it off. Count stays at 0-2. So great RBI situation here. Second and third, 0-2 count. She swings this one, hit right at Henderson. Henderson throws it over to first, and Simic cannot make the play. Can't dig it out of the dirt. So Benapayo is on, showing off the wheels there. Now, is that an E3, Bella?
That's definitely E3. Or, you know, that ball was thrown really into the dirt. Might be looking at an E5.
Yeah, you know, I played both first and third base, and, you know, at third base I was always told if you just get it there, it's the first baseman's job to dig it out. And also playing first base, you know, I felt that was my responsibility. So if I didn't make the dig, I would consider that self an error over at first base. Unless you just sky it, or, you know, it's really, if it's close enough, that's the first baseman's job to really dig it out.
Very true.
It looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Let's see here who's going to come up. It looks like it's going to be Ashley Dufresne.
And you can see why they're throwing Ashley Dufresne in there. 29 RBIs. She really does her job.
Yeah, I remember that doubleheader they had against Yuba the last broadcast we had for Solano College Sports Network. She came up 4 times with bases loaded, and 4 times she had a sacrifice play. One of them, the Nay White left early, she would have had 4 RBIs, and then she actually had the walk-off hit as well in the first game. So Ashley Dufresne, a great player. She knows the situation. She knows the job that needs to get done here. Bases loaded, 1 out. She has some power here, too. Already has 1 home run on the year. First pitch to her is high, ball 1. Dufresne is a very smart hitter at the plate. She batting a even 300 in conference play with a 378 on base percentage. Second pitch is high, ball 2. So the first 2 pitches to Dufresne from Sampson have just not even been anywhere close.
I mean, if I was Sampson, pinch hitter just coming in like that, I would want to throw a little bit around her. Especially if they know anything about her.
Yeah. So now the count 3-0. Nowhere to put her here. You got to come back with a strike, and if you're Ashley Dufresne, you got to just watch this pitch. And there it was. So a good take by Dufresne there. Hit the lower part of the strike zone, 3-1. But once again, now in 3-1 count, you want to look for 1 pitch and 1 pitch only.
Exactly. It's her count.
This one's hit. Oh, and she crushed that ball way out in front. And, man, she unloaded on that pitch that went out of play.
You got to imagine that that's going to rattle Sampson just a little bit.
So now full count, bases loaded, 1 out. This is what you live for here as a hitter.
That's the highest hit I think I've ever seen a softball player hit.
Ball 4, great at-bat from Ashley Dufresne. Called upon to come in and pinch hit. Works at full count, and she gets the RBI there.
You know, but Napa's not out of any trouble. Stephanie Cello coming up to the plate, you know.
So now Danny MG is going to re-enter. So Ashley Dufresne, once again, called upon in a big situation, comes through for her team. Just a clutch player.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, Steph Cello coming up now, 1 for 2 today. Has an RBI single. First pitch in there, strike called, and she hit a laser out to left field, and her second at-bat just happened to be right at Voshell.
I mean, a hit like that with Kristen Bayardo on base, that's definitely an RBI.
This one's hit right past the first baseman. That's a fair ball. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. And they're going to wave her home. They're not even going to try home, and MG comes all the way home to score from first base. So a 3-run RBI double from Steph Cello.
Kristen Bayardo, Lena Benapayo, Danny MG. Talk about speed.
I mean, once again, Steph Cello, like you said, wasn't at a jam. You know, you walk your frame, bring up Cello. Cello now has 4 RBIs on the day. And Solano leads 7-1. And once again, not out of a dangerous situation. You got Nay White, 2 for 2 today, RBI, a couple of singles, a stolen base. The California leader in batting average.
593. Wow.
It has to probably be up around 597 now with a couple of hits today.
Up. Definitely up.
Not the best statistician here. Had to bust out my calculator after the game, you know. Maybe have to talk to our scoreboard operator, Dell. He was a former math teacher. He can help us out. This one's lit high and deep in the deep center field. You can put it on the board. Yes. 2-run home run from Nay White, and they have broken this game open 9-1.
So I'm definitely thinking 600.
Easily 600 now. Wow, that was no doubt about it. deepest part of the ballpark. I mean, she probably hit that thing 250, 260.
That was way out. That was way past center field.
And when you're hot, you're hot.
That's very true. It's a good inning. Like I said, hitting's contagious.
Yeah. So now it is a 9-1
Wow.
in favor of Solano. Now with the Alicia Selden up at the plate. Let's see if she can spark another rally here. One out. First pitch in there, strike call. Count goes 0-1. And now it kind of makes you question about that pitching change. You know, Pesio was really starting to deal, you know, in the second, third inning, 3 up, 3 down. This one's chopped up the middle. Bates is under, makes the grab. And, oh, I'm sorry, that was Sampson who made the grab for out number 2.
You know, maybe you're thinking Napa, they do have a doubleheader, second game, already losing this game. Maybe want to save Pesio for the second game.
Yeah, as Pesio is their best pitcher on the team. Now, Brittany Jacobson, 1 for 2 today with a single and RBI. First pitch is high and outside, ball 1. Just shows this is the second time in this game, in one inning, that Solano has brought 9 hitters up to the plate. Good pitch there. Took a lot off of it. Count goes to 1-1.
9-1 game definitely reflects.
That ball's in the dirt, 2-1. Definitely hitters count here. We know Jacobson can really bang the ball. Whoa, way up there, 3-1. Maybe a little frustration pitch there. So now 3-1. This one's popped up into right field. Pesio is under it. She makes the grab for out number 3. The damage is done. Solano scores 6. They lead 9-1, heading to the top of the 5th. And we're back here on the Solano College Sports Network, where Solano leads 9-1 here in the top of the 5th inning. And what a big bottom of the 4th inning for Solano right there. And it was all capped off by Nay White hitting a bomb.
I still just watch it going over right off the bat.
So now let's see if... So the rule is we got a clarification 8 after 5 innings. So if Solano can get another shutdown inning, the first game 1 could be over right here. And you can really see why Solano is 12-0 in conference. They are just mashing the ball.
The stats show it all.
Stats don't lie. They're second in the state with hits, first in the state with triples, second in the state with RBIs, third in the state with extra base hits, third in the state with total bases. This one's lifted foul. Count goes 0-1 to Michaela Voschel. I mean, you can just go on. I mean, second in the state in runs, batting average, third, on-base percentage. You can just go on and on. I'm very surprised that they have a 13th state ranking. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Great pitch by Denali Smith right there. So now Denali Smith way out ahead, 0-2. This one's lifted over the head of Jacobson. Gets down, throws to the first, and almost got Voshell. Good, strong throw by Christian Bayardo. So that's a leadoff single for Voshell, and that's the first hit since the first inning. Jenna Pesio coming up, the right fielder now. She started this game on the mound, or the circle, I should say. There's no mound in softball.
We still call it the mound. Yeah, definitely still call it the mound.
That pitch is low, ball 1. It's kind of interesting, the mound, you think like an anthill or like a baseball, how it comes up. So
we all have our own variations of things. Tomato, tomato.
Drops down to bunt, and it's a good one. Denali Smith fielding in position, throws it over to first for out number 1. Pesio gets the job done as Napa just needs to get 1 in here to try not to be 8-run ruled. So maybe that's what they're playing for here, to try to keep the game going.
Definitely.
Jordan Sampson up at the plate now, 0 for 1 day with the strikeout. First pitch is low, ball 1. That's a good pitch. I like to see.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to live up. Live down. Get a lot of ground balls that way. Can't find the zone there. 2-0. So now the 2-0 to Sampson. So it's shot. Hornsby Edwards keeps it fair. Throws to the first for out number 2. Once again, Jasmine Hornsby Edwards silky smooth over at third base.
Not only just the play at first, she really held that runner at 2, making sure that there's no extra bases on the play.
Yeah, if she doesn't get that, I think it goes foul. So she does a good job of coming up the line and keeping it fair, knowing she can get the out. First pitch to Tierney Bates is a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Tierney Bates 0 for 1 day. Grounded out to the pitcher in her first at bat. So now the 1-0. Lifted foul down the right field line, out of play. So now the 1-1. Lifted right back at us. Count goes 1-2. Good job, Belly. Didn't flinch.
I would never. Unlike you over here jumping out of your chair.
Hey, I was watching it back.
I
I kept my eye on the ball. So now the 1-2. Hit right at the middle. Alaska grabs it, throws it over to first in the dirt. Back tag digs it out for out number 3. And that is the ball game, folks, here in game 1. Now let's make sure that it is.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, definitely the end of game 1 here. So Solano wins it 9-1. Your takes from the first game?
Solano killed it. I mean, they were just hitting the ball, hitting. That's how you win ball games.
But you have to look at Denali Smith. Only gave up 3 hits the entire game. 2 in the first inning and 1 in the top of the 5th inning. And she had herself a great day, a couple of strikeouts, and only 1 walk, 1 blemish on there. I mean, great day for Denali Smith. Great game for Solano.
Not to mention the defense behind her. Jasmine Hornsby Edwards, great plays at third. Nay White, center field. Brittany Jacobson, couple plays over there.
If Nay White doesn't make that play in the top of the first inning when she dove, fully extended, doubled her up at second base, that would be a totally different ballgame. It looked like Napa came out the gates hot, were rolling, and right after that, They just laid goose eggs all the way across, and Solano bounced back, put 3 in the first, and put that 6th spot in the 4th inning, topped off by the Nate White home run. Nate White stays hot. I mean, what more can you say about the Solano team?
I think they said it all on the field.
And, you know, that's just game 1. We have game 2 coming up after this. So, once again, Stosh Moida, Bello Fellofini here on the Solano College Sports Network. End of game 1. Solano wins 9-1. Stay tuned for game 2 of this doubleheader after this.